Jokes are happening now.
Oh right, feels like forever since we've had one of these.
What did Capcom say when Nintendo asked if they could add Ryu to the Smash roster?
Ooh, what?
Sure you can!
I should have known. The galaxy is full of unanswered questions.
But none so important as who will win in the fight.
Join me, TJ,
And me, Dark TJ,
as we
take you
on a quest to discover the power inside Amiibo.
and settle in Smash which Nintendo All-Star reigns supreme.
This is Smash
Supremacy!
It's gonna be a DLC Duel of Destiny.
Yo mama, 3.
It's me, TJ.
And me, the Super Special Champion Turbo Edition Dark TJ.
Welcome to episode 25 of Smash Supremacy.
Today, the Capcom World Warrior, whose game's sequel has more sequels than any other game in the history of ever, will take on the Tyke, whose game never even released outside of Japan.
The godfather of the fighting game genre and champion of the Street Fighter series, Ryu.
Takes on the DLC Brawl veteran and lost member of the boy band One Direction, Lucas.
There's a pretty good chance that today's special guest might steal the show. Joining the battle is the editor-in-chief and founder of AmiiboSteal, Josue.
Hey everyone, this is Josue, and I'm also known as AmiiboSteal. Thank you for having me over.
Thanks for coming.
Don't get any ideas, Steal. The role of thief has already been filled on this show.
Before we break into battle, let's give a look at our challenger's special moves.
Show me your moves.
Ryu makes his Smash debut as a surprise guest, fully equipped with his classic specials including the original command inputs.
Hadouken! Ryu blasts a wave of energy from his hands in what might be the single most recognizable special move in all of gaming.
For some added oomph, you can enter the Street Fighter command sequence, and curiously, the Ryu amiibo can actually learn and perform the manual command version.
Tatsumaki Senpukyaku!
Nice, DT!
It's what I do. This whirling hurricane kick is not only an awesome way to make online players hate you, but the literal translation is tornado ex-husband customer.
What?
Google Translate, boom, check it.
Wow, and like the Hadouken, this move also includes the Street Fighter joystick pattern.
Shoryuken!
Hey, I just noticed that this move has Ryu and his best buddy Ken's name actually in this technique. I wonder if that's deliberate.
Who cares? It'll knock your Sheikah lights out.
And if you perform some L-stick gymnastics, you can do the Super Ultra Turbo Edition Shoryuken.
Yeah, who in the haunted hills of Hyrule thought that joystick pattern was a sensible decision? You wouldn't find any of that nonsense in Mortal Kombat, just saying.
And finally, with Ryu's focus attack, he can showcase his artistic side. With a splash of black paint, Ryu's skills are literally stunning.
Lucas returns to Smash via DLC, making it his second appearance in a Western release, neither of which being Mother 3, the game he's actually from.
You might notice a little bit of a PK pattern here, as Lucas and his Earthbound predecessor Ness share a lot in common.
Instead of Ness's stolen Pokemon HM Flash, Lucas here uses the Ice-type move Freeze.
No better way to warm up than a little PK fire.
I'd say he was trying to steal Charizard's thunder, except that's literally what he's doing to Pikachu in the very next move.
Only Lucas can maintain telekinetic control over his ball of lightning, even using it to hit himself.
And finally, Striped Pajamas can absorb energy projectiles with his PC magnet.
Pretty sure the P is silent.
It's not, and I would know, I have the same special ability.
As the central figure of the Street Fighter series, which originated the whole fighting game genre, Ryu crashes the Mario Party with 30 years of competitive fighting experience. That's tough to top. Ryu is a top-tier world warrior constantly searching for the next great challenge. Not to beat a boy while he's down, but I just don't see poor Lucas measuring up. How about you, Josue?
Between Ryu and Lucas, I personally believe that Ryu has a better chance. Not only because he's strong, but his movesets are great for combos, and with one jab, he can end your life. That's not one thing to mess with.
No way, Josue! Ryu can't end Mama Boy's life because you can't end something that never even began in the first place. Blondie's game development began in 1994 for the Super Famicom and didn't even finish until 2006 for the Game Boy Advance. And even then it never even released outside of Japan, so nobody knows anything about Lucas unless they sought out some emulated translation. But we do know a thing or two about my boy Ness. Kid's got mad skills. And let's face it, Lucas ain't nothing but a Ness clone anyway. Sure, Blonde Boy uses too much gel, but he carries a live snake around in his pocket. Not even Mr. Street Fighter over there is crazy enough to try that. Not to mention Lucas is from Mother 3, and we all know about Street Fighter's famous crippling fear of threes. After Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, we got Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, then Street Fighter 2 Turbo, then Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 X Grandmaster Challenge, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Revival, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Turbo HD Remix, and Hyper Street Fighter 2 the Anniversary Edition, followed up by half a dozen alpha games before finally trying a 3-on for size. Lucas might be a mama's boy, but it's Ryu who'll be crying for his mother.
Let's power up the amiibo
And settle it in Smash.
Talk is cheap.
Three, two, one, go!
Range is one fist short.
Ryu!
Lucas's mental might was no match for Ryu's abuse.
Jimmy Lustron only managed to eke out 15 wins out of 50 fights, earning a measly 30%.
I think I'll be collecting that point just about now. Yay for me!
You know what, Blondie? I've said it before, but it bears repeating. I'm glad your game's never coming to America.
Who did our player pals at home pick?
Looks like you had a hard time making up your mind, but just over half of you went with Sleeveless Karate Man.
Ryu's been my Street Fighter main since I was a kid, so it's a dream come true to see him in Smash, and we'll be seeing even more of him in round 2.
I've always been more of a Chun-Li kind of guy myself. Sup?
Thanks for dropping in, Josue.
TJ and Dark TJ, thank you for having me on.
Let's have your social media links so our players at home can keep up with you.
So people can check us out on our website, amiibosteal.com, or on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. Facebook.com/AmiiboSteal, Instagram.com/AmiiboSteal, or on Twitter. Twitter.com/AmiiboSteal.
Don't forget about AmiiboDate.com/AmiiboSteal.
Keep up the great work, Josue. Talk to you soon.
Now get out of here before something goes missing.
Thank you for having me on, guys.
Bye. Now on to this episode's combat comment.
Today's question comes from TNT Diamondcraft, and they ask, me TJ, what is your favorite custom amiibo you have created?
Oh, well, you've probably seen a few of my customized amiibo in our other show, Custom Conquest. A ton of time, energy, and personal attention goes into each one, so it's almost impossible for me to pick just one favorite.
Enough already, Dark TJ, boom, hands down the best.
Meet us back here again next time when DLC Fire Emblem favorite Roy
crosses blades with teenage British girl Shulk.
Pretty sure Shulk is a boy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for playing.
Dark side out.
Do you think Roy is ready to face down the Monato's power?
You know what? I'm not even gonna fake it. I have no idea what the Monato is. And you know what else? I don't care.
Yeah, I really don't know what it is either, but I'm really glad people outside of Japan have the chance to play Xenoblade Chronicles. It's really great for people in America who love JRPGs.
They're slow and they take forever. Ain't nobody got time for that.
It is pretty cool though how the Smash series introduced the Western world of Fire Emblem. When Melee ushered in Marth and Roy, people had no idea who they were or what their games were all about. And now, Fire Emblem is a really successful franchise the world over. over.
Too bad the same can't be said for Mother 3. Seriously, if that game hasn't been officially localized by now, it's never gonna happen. Besides, nobody really wants to play that game anyway.
Pretty sure they do.
Whatever. Enough idle chatter. Click on Royer.
Roy's our boy!
Ugh. Next episode's gonna be rough. Or if you don't like red, click on Bleach Blonde Beach Boy. I really couldn't care less.
And a special shout out to all our patrons. Hi!
Sup?
To unlock cool rewards and see how you can join the battle, check out our Patreon page.